Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, it is time to talk a bit about the Season 8 Battle Pass. That is right guys, in today's video we are going to be going over everything we know about it so far, as well as theories for it as well. So I'm talking about details like when it's going to be releasing, which is really interesting. We're definitely going to talk about that because it's a bit different from other seasons. But yeah, we'll be going over other stuff as well, like the likely price, things that'll likely be in it, as well as theories about some of the possible themes for the skins. So yeah guys, going to be a very fun video. If you find it helpful and you want to help support me, be sure to use code TheLlamaSir in the item shop, and shout out to these people on screen for doing so and tweeting me a picture of them using my code. As you guys know, I sometimes may choose people that tweet me a picture of them using my code and shout out their Twitter names in a video. But overall guys, thanks to all of you who have been using my code. I seriously appreciate it a ton. And on top of that guys, be sure to hit that like button down below. Let's see if we can get 5,000 likes. If you're excited for Season 8, be sure to hit that like button down below, and also comment, what is your favorite item from the Season 7 Battle Pass? For me, I think it's either Lynx or the Ice King. Both of those are really cool. But yeah guys, the first thing I want to go over in this video is probably one of the most important things, and that is like, when is the Season 8 Battle Pass going to release? Or like, when is Season 8 going to release? Because it's quite a bit different from previous seasons. Now what do I mean by that? Well, basically Season 7 I believe has been like one of the longest seasons, if not the longest season that we have. Like if you go into game right now and take a look at how many days are left, you just go over to the Battle Pass tab, take a look under where it says Season 7, and it says season ends in 24 days. And granted, it says that when I'm posting this video on the 3rd of February. Obviously, it's going to be different if you're watching this video at a later date, but 24 days is quite a bit of time considering Week 10 comes out in a few days. In fact, when Week 10 comes out this Thursday, I believe it'll be like 20 days left on the timer. Or in other words, like 3 weeks left after Week 10 challenges come out, which is definitely a lot of time compared to previous seasons. And if you go back to like day 1 of Season 7, I believe it said 83 days left under this Battle Pass tab, as opposed to previous seasons, which are generally around 70. So that's about 2 weeks extra. But anyways, if this timer stays the same and like the date isn't altered, that means that probably the likely release date for Season 8 and also the Season 8 Battle Pass is February 28th. Now the reason I say February 28th, because if you take a look at the timer would likely end on the 27th. However, I have good reason for that estimate. And again, that date is an estimate. It could change, but I mean, that's the likely date. And the reason I say that, 24 days from today would probably be about, you know, the 27th. But as you guys remember, when one season ends, the other one generally technically starts the day after. So if it ends on the 27th, it'll likely start on the 28th in the morning. And on top of that, the 28th is a Thursday. If you take a look at when the seasons released in previous seasons, like Season 7 was a Thursday, Season 6 was a Thursday, Season 5 was also a Thursday, Season 4 was a Tuesday. But then you also had Season 3 release on a Thursday, as I'm pretty sure. So yeah guys, again, that's just a guess, an estimate. We don't have official confirmation yet, but I think that's a likely date. And I'll most likely update you guys within one of my update videos if that date changes for whatever reason. Now moving on to the next thing, this one also kind of has to do with this extra time in the Season 7 Battle Pass. And thanks to user Omega Tier 100 on Reddit for pointing this out. But within one of the recent news articles from Epic Games, this talked about creative featured challenges, things like that. There was something very, very interesting put into this little article. Now, basically, the main interesting thing is this part right here, which says, starting in the 7.40 patch, we will feature games that have coins used in interesting ways. Then they go on to say, a Season 7 Week 11 Battle Royale challenge will use the coins as part of the challenge. And obviously, guys, what is interesting about that is that they say Week 11. We've never had a Week 11 challenge. If this is referring to the Battle Pass, we've never had a Week 11 challenge within the Battle Pass. So we are going to have to wait and see about this. Maybe it's a typo. Maybe they did mean Week 10. But currently we do not have anything about a Week 11 Battle Pass challenge. So who knows? Maybe the next Battle Pass could be more weeks. It's hard to say. But I found that interesting, so I wanted to include it. Now after that, guys, let's talk about the likely price for the next Battle Pass. And then we'll talk about, again, theories about the themes, like what items are likely going to be in it, things like that. But as for the price, it is very likely that it'll first of all have a free and paid version. I really don't think that they'd stray away from that. It's been working out pretty well. So obviously you have like the free tier items and some free challenges with that, and then you also have the paid version of the battle pass, which gets you a bunch more items and things like that. You guys know how it works. I'm sure you guys have seen the battle pass in the past. But yeah, as for the price, it's likely to have two versions again, and these estimates are just based off of the previous seasons, but it's likely the first of which being the regular version at 950 V-Bucks, which just gets you access to the battle pass by itself, or specifically like the paid version as it's worked in the past. But yeah, I don't see why they would change that up, so that is the likely price for that. And then of course they're probably going to have like a battle bundle version for around 2800 V-Bucks, and that'll give you like a 25 tier head start. Again, that's not quite confirmed yet, but it is very likely, and that's how it's worked in the past. So I do think that overall those are the likely prices and what's going to be happening. After that then guys, there's also another thing you can do to get 5 extra tiers for next season. Now the requirement for this, you've probably already done it, but in case you don't remember or weren't aware of it, that's right, you can get 5 free tiers towards the next season's battle pass. So that's even more confirmation that we are going to be getting a tiered battle pass. But yeah, the simple way that you will have these tiers for next season is simply by owning the paid version of the season 7 battle pass right now. In fact, it's one of those things that you maybe didn't even know you technically unlocked within the battle pass, but it is right there. It's actually at tier 2, so it's way at the beginning. But yeah, if you go into the battle pass and take a look at tier 2, right under the XP boost thing, you can see something that is 5 free tiers. And then it also says get a head start on the next season with these free tiers. Now we have also had that in previous seasons, and I believe like even for season 7, and like before that was season 6, if you own the previous battle pass you got a 5 tier head start. But this is just more confirmation that that will be happening for the next battle pass. So very cool there, definitely a good thing to be aware of. Now with that being said, let's talk about like what type of items are going to probably be in the battle pass, and also like the likely amount of those items. Now these ones are just guesses and estimates based on the previous battle passes that we have, so you know these types and amounts aren't confirmed yet, but I do think they're pretty likely. So starting out here, I went through like the season 7 battle pass to get an idea of how many skins we've had and things like that, and in the previous 2 seasons each had 8 outfits within the battle pass. At least I'm pretty sure. I think season 7 has 8 and also season 6. But with that being said, season 7's outfits, they seem to be stepping it up with like the customizable or like styles for skins within the battle pass. I mean, it's likely that we'll be getting 8 outfits if they continue with this trend of doing 8 outfits. But again, I do like how they've been adding a bunch more like editable styles. Like in season 6 we only had Calamity and Dire, which were editable, but then in season 7 we got Zenith, Lynx, the Ice King, and I guess technically the Prisoner has 2 stages, so yeah, a bunch of ones with different styles. And on top of that, within some of those we also have like Lynx's and the Ice King's pickaxes, which have editable styles. Even the Ice King's backbling has some editable styles. There just seems to be a lot more customization, so I hope they keep that trend up within season 8. And I mean, they continue to make the battle pass better, so I just don't see why they wouldn't do something like that again. But yeah, on top of that, there was also in season 7 4 pickaxes, I believe. Granted, some of those were unlocked in different ways, like some were just in the battle pass. One was like the scratch mark again for Lynx, the other was the Ice Scepter for the Ice King. So yeah, surprisingly not a ton of pickaxes, but yeah, with that being said, 4 pickaxes for season 8 is probably likely. Now also, I believe we had around 11 backblings slash pets. I put those both together because they're similar, but I mean technically backblings are different from pets. And speaking of that, since we've seen pets in both season 6 when they initially released and also in season 7, I mean I think it's likely that we could see a few in season 8 as well if it does continue to follow that trend. And of course some interesting backblings are probably going to be in there as well. Similar to pickaxes, there were also 4 gliders within season 7, so I think it's likely that there will also be around 4 gliders in season 8, just a guess. But then you've also got like emotes, probably around 5 to 6 emotes based on season 7, maybe around 5 contrails as well like season 7. And also can't forget about toys. We're probably going to see new toys. I don't exactly know what new ones they could be, so I guess maybe there is the possibility that there won't be toys, but I mean they are decently fun, so I feel like they'd at least add a couple. So yeah guys, those estimates aren't for sure yet, but I think they're fairly likely. Now then after that, let's talk about some likely themes for some of these skins and items that could be coming to season 8. Again, these are just theories, but I think they're good theories based off specifically season 7 and season 6. Something that sticks out to me a ton within these seasons is that they both have a bunch of skins and items based around like holiday stuff. Granted, there's a bunch of different themes throughout the skins and items within the battle pass, but at least like some of them within season 6 and season 7 have been based around holidays at the time. With season 6, there was a decent amount amount of Halloween themed stuff. There was a jack-o'-lantern contrail. I feel like also Dusk could be part of that, considering she's a vampire. Vampires are kind of Halloween-like. She also had a Bats contrail. Even Calamity was like a vampire hunter. So all of that did kind of fit in with like the Halloween type theme a little bit. Now after that with season 7, it was a little bit more clear when you had skins like Sergeant Winter and some of the items that came with that. So with that being said, it's possible that we could have a few skins or things based off of maybe some holidays around when season 8 is happening. Now which holidays are happening around then? Well, it's a little bit tough to say. Valentine's Day is coming up soon, but that is on Thursday, February 14th, which is a decent amount before season 8 is estimated to come out. So that's a slight possibility. I don't know if they do skins after a holiday. There's also, last year they did some things in game for Lunar New Year. Like they had those special things show up around the map. There was also a couple of skins that came into the item shop. But Lunar New Year, I believe, is on February 5th, which is even earlier, so I don't think that's likely. However, St. Patrick's Day is on March 17th, which would be decent timing. So it's possible we could see some St. Patrick's Day stuff if they continue to follow that theme of sometimes doing skins themed around the holidays that are happening at the time. Now also there's probably some skins that are going to have to do with the story, whatever that is for season 8, similar to how season 7 had like the Ice King, which was a big part of the story, things like that. But I'm really not sure where the story is going to go. Obviously we had the prisoner escape, and the snow on the map melting seems to be because of him. The timing lines up, but we don't exactly know what is going to happen next. So maybe we'll save that for a separate theory video, but yeah. And then after that, one quick final thing I wanted to go over, just so you guys know, like 100%, the skins within the battle pass, or at least the ones in the past, they are exclusive to that battle pass, so they will not re-release. The reason that we know this is that it actually says in the frequently asked questions section, it specifically says the exclusive cosmetic items you earn from a battle pass are yours to keep forever and will not be obtainable again. And it's interesting that it says from a battle pass. It doesn't say like this battle pass. So it's likely that that will be the same for season 8 as well. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos coming up in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, how to get stage 2 for the prisoner, and then on the right, my week 8 challenges guide. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.